Everyone, so I just wanted to touch base with you guys. It's been a hot minute since I made a video, even though I said I was gonna do Vlogmas. Oops. So I just, full disclosure, part of the reason that I've been having such a hard time filming content is that my ducks don't like me filming them. And it's not because, the filming. They just don't like having me around. And this is not because I've done anything wrong or anything like that. I just don't have breeds that are super affectionate. And I haven't taken the time to socialize them to humans. They are happiest when I bring them food and water and then leave them alone. So, I haven't been filming them. And that kind of makes it hard to make content because I'm just a talking head. So that's kind of where I'm at. And again, other duck owners are able to film content with their ducks. They spend a lot of time socializing their ducks, and they have more sociable breeds than I do. Although I will say Muscovies are generally pretty sociable, they're not snuggly. Call ducks are generally breeds that are they don't mind you picking them up as much as others. They're snuggly. Muscovies, my Muscovies, the best I'll get is that they'll be around me, but they won't let me touch them or pick them up or arrange them or anything like that. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at, trying to decide what to do with my YouTube content. I have some ideas. I'm not sure yet. My fingers are blue because we have a duck that has frostbite. And that's the other thing. I would love to be able to film content on taking care of my ducks and treating frostbite and things like that, but it stresses them out. And the number one thing with my ducks in particular is that for their healing, they have to be relaxed. So I don't bring them in the house anymore. I don't separate them from the flock. I can do a video on that going into more details why I don't, because for most people you should separate them from the flock. My flock is okay. There's a lot of reasons why, but just for short, why I've been struggling with making content. My ducks they heal the best from wounds and injuries when I can leave them with their friends and not be in their faces. And so, for the most part now, if they get injured or frostbite or something that's not contagious, I leave them with the flock. I get them set up with a little area in the coop with food and water, and I spray down their injuries. That's what this blue coat is. I sprayed down his, he had a little cut on one foot, so I sprayed down his feet. And I just leave him alone. I deliver food, water, and check on him, and that's it. I don't spend a lot of time with him. I don't bring him in the house, because I have found that if I bring them in the house, they stress out so much that they don't get better. Whereas if I leave them in the coop with their friends and food and water and they get left alone, and they can move as they want to, I have a much better, much higher recovery rate. So, all that to say, I would love to make these videos for you. I just don't have ducks that do it. And the most important thing to me is always going to be the care of my animals. So I'm not willing to sacrifice their comfort to make videos and sacrifice their care to make videos. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to decide what to do with my content here if I'm not filming my animals themselves. So yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions, ideas of things that you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see how this channel evolves. I do want to post more. It's not that I don't want to post videos. I just don't know what to post that's going to be interesting when I don't film my ducks. So, and I don't film at the barn because it's a public place, and I don't want. I try to only film when there aren't other people around. So, because I like to be respectful of other people. They don't necessarily want to be filmed, so I try to be respectful of that. So I only try to film when no one else is around, and that can get kind of tough, and so forth and so on. So I'm not filming much of the barn. I'm not filming my ducks. And that kind of leaves the dogs. Maeve is the same thing as the ducks. She's not super socialized right now and doesn't want me in her space filming her, so I'm not doing that. Yeah, if you guys have thoughts on what you would like to see, let me know. Thanks for sticking around through all of the evolution of content for the last 5 years. Amazing. I've had a YouTube account for 5 years now. So, anyway, if you guys have ideas, let me know. I would love to hear it. And